Well, now I'm delighted to welcome into studio Tracy McEneaney, who's Executive Librarian at Ardkeen Library. Tracy, good to see you of a Friday morning. How are you doing at all?
Very good, Ollie and Maria. I was listening to your piece about the winter and the summer, and we love the summer in Dromore and the swimming and the T-shirt and shorts wearing, and it's great, isn't it?
You can't beat it.
You can't beat Ireland in the summer, actually, can you? No, there's actually no better place to visit
if you get
when
a
the weather's good.
Summer.
Exactly.
If you get
I think it was a good summer as well. It wasn't like the heat wave per se of last year, but it wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't bad. But anyway, turning to matters of the library, of Ardkeen Library, it had a strange occurrence recently. Now, set the scene for us on this and what happened here.
Well, Margaret O'Shea was in the library on Wednesday, and she was in the library with her 2 children. Now, her 2 children had already picked out the books that they wanted, and they were eager to leave the library. So Margaret was standing over by the book club section. Now, the book club section is the section I say to people, look, go there first, because that's where you're going to find the books if you're in a hurry, right? So she says, right, if you're in a hurry to leave, pick me out 2 books. So the daughter picked out 1 book and the son picked out another book, and the book was called Trick by DeMarco Starnone. So she went home, started on the trick, and lo and behold, in the book she found €150.
Dun, 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 dun. Now, a real €150, not just play money or Monopoly.
A real €150. A lovely kind of just came out of the bank, €150.
Crisp,
yeah,
fresh,
crisp, lovely
new.
now, lovely. A little bit crinkly, but no, we knew it just came out of the bank link machine, we reckon anyway, right? Anyway, she comes back in to Nolene Ivory. Now, Nolene Ivory, Donald Quigley and Ian Maloney were working on that day, right? This was yesterday afternoon. Margaret comes back and she says, look, I found €150. It's not mine, and will you find out who owns it, right? So we said, Margaret, thanks very much. We actually didn't know what to say to her.
Very honest of her now, I have to say.
There are honest people out there.
Now, come here. If Margaret had went home, found €150 in the book and said nothing to us, no, absolutely not. We wouldn't have heard about it, anything at all, right? So we did a bit of investigating. Nolene Ivory, detective that she is, rang the previous borrower, and the previous borrower said, I wouldn't put €5 or €10 into a book, let alone. And we didn't tell her the sum, so we said, okay, it's not yourself, right? And then they rang the previous borrower to that, right? And the previous borrower to that says, I'm getting a little bit forgetful, but no, it wasn't me either. Right? Then
more honest people,
exactly. Then we rang a person that actually had lost money and she had told us about it, right? And we said, is it yourself? And she says, no. She says, it's not me. I know if I put it in the book. It looked
like a dead end at this stage.
It definitely looked like a dead end. Now, we were ringing Margaret and saying, look, if we can't find a home for this €150, this €150 is yours.
Finders keepers.
Finders keepers. That's how we felt, finders keepers, right? Then we put 2 and 2 together and we remembered who is in the library about 2 weeks ago. Now, this is a known trickster. We think this guy was partly responsible for, if you can remember, 20 years ago, the scratch cards in the library in Central Library. Do you remember this story?
Yes, indeed, yeah.
Central Library became thronged with people on a weekend, and all they wanted to do was find the scratch cards in the books, right? Now, the whole place was kind of destroyed because literally where people were picking out books and just throwing a rifle through them. Yeah, mad. It was mad, yeah. But I suppose people were talking about Waterford libraries at the time, so it was good in one way, right? So we put 2 and 2 together. I rang him and I said, did you? And now he quickly changed the subject, but that kind of leads me to believe, yes, it was him. So the trick is up. We know who you are. I can't say it on air, but we're very fond of this particular guy anyway. And
that's a good trick, though.
Oh, it is a good. But it was like, come here. It was in the book called Trick. Yeah. Wow. So it's one and only Trick. There's not €150. Don't worry. Nolene, Ian, and Donald was doing all the work yesterday, and Nolene and Ian were kind of rifling through the books. But it was all in good fun. And then, so that's, yeah.
Wow.
So congratulations to Margaret O'Shea. It's a great way to start the weekend, €150.
Absolutely.
And can I just say, I think there should be a series of books featuring Detective Nolene Ivory. I just think it has a name of a detective. Can you imagine, like, in book 2 of the Detective Nolene Ivory series? libraries.
Another case for Nolene. Yes.
Another case for Nolene, exactly. Yes,
But
exactly.
Margaret, well done on your honesty. Fair dues to you now. That really shows and shines in you. So well done on that. A very good thing to do to bring it back.
Absolutely.
You never know who might have needed that money, or who might have been relying on it, or who might have been a bit forgetful over it, or whatever the hell else.
And we knew that we were coming. Like when we remember, we sent you in the email and said, "Oh, look, say the story out on the radio." And so Margaret got several phone calls, but every phone call we said, "The money's still yours. The money's still yours." And but she sort of couldn't believe it. So like it is brilliant for your honesty.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, may it bring her lots and lots of
and for just coming into Waterford Libraries. Anyway, really, to tell you the truth, Waterford Libraries is just sort of a special place. And lads, anything could happen in Waterford Libraries. And you know what? Oh, sure, you were in the library the other day.
Yes.
And we are the only library in Ireland to currently have 3 washing machines, a cooker, a 1940s television, many kettles, radios. It's all happening.
Part of your Electrification of Ireland exhibition.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, can I just give one plug to my lovely colleague who's actually leaving us? Congratulations to Angela Carew. She's actually going down to the Waterford Local Enterprise Office. She starts on Monday.
Well,
and
best of luck, Angela.
Sure, yeah, we're sorry to see her go, but look, it's a great opportunity for her. And so just congratulations to her.
Oh, fantastic.
And then can I do one last, this is the last thing.
Go on.
Summer Stars, the closing date is the 31st of
Now, for
August.
anybody who hasn't heard of Summer Stars, it's a reading initiative. Tell us about it.
It's a reading initiative. It took place over the summer between July and August. You had to read, I think it was 8 or 10 books, and then they have to fill out their form, put on their name, their school, their class, their teacher on the form, and drop it back to us before the 31st of August. Now, the 31st, as Maria was telling me, is tomorrow, but we give a few days grace. So if you're in over next week, it'll be fine to drop it back. Absolutely, yeah. But we go out to the schools in September. We were out in like Faith Lake, just to give you an example, it's a small school, but last year there was 60 people 60 children that brought back got medals and certificates there, so and we're talking about 1,600 medals across Waterford City and County.
That is fantastic.
But this is our fun part of the job. We love going out to the schools, the smiling faces. Imagine, Ollie, now if I was coming in here giving you a medal and a certificate for reading, wouldn't you be delighted?
Any day, let me tell you.
But it's a fantastic for being a good boy.
And can I say, Ardkeen Library, and not just Ardkeen Library, but any of the libraries I've been in contact with, the personnel, the people you meet there, the salt of the earth. They really are so helpful, informative. There's so many things you can do in your library now, very quickly. Not just about reading books.
It's you've got
your
events,
newspapers,
you've got newspapers,
happening.
you've got DVDs, you've got magazines, you've got e-books, you've got e-audio books, you've got e-magazines, which are absolutely brilliant. About 450 magazines available for free.
Essentially a huge resource there.
Ollie, I could go on forever.
Yeah, simple as that.
Oh no, it's absolutely brilliant. But the Waterford Libraries, why we're so good is because the customers come into us, they tell us what they want, we get it for them from all over the country, we send them out an email, they come in and collect the item. Happy, we're happy, you're happy, everybody's happy.
Done.
Well, Tracy, you're a breath of fresh air, you and your colleagues, and we salute you in what you do, and we thank you for what you do. So thank you very much. That's Tracy McEneaney, Executive Librarian. Hey, and it's your birthday this weekend.
Yeah,
Happy
it's your
birthday to
you. Happy birthday to you.
It's your birthday.
We love it. What day is your actual birthday?
My actual birthday is on. Now, I must shout out to my mother on this because
She had a
my
bit to do
mother,
with it.
my mother is absolutely fantastic, and I'm 46, right? And I have had
You don't look 46.
every year.
I would say they'd be asking you for your ID.
Well,
to
thank
Tesco
you.
and
Oh, you're
anything
very
else,
nice.
you're buying
It must be a
alcohol.
good day for me. But my mother has made me a cake every year. Now, the only time she didn't make me a cake was when she was the president of the ICA. But she has made up for that. And I know that I'm going to get a lemon drizzle cake on Sunday. And she's the best. She's the best mother in the world.
Adopt me. I love the lemon drizzle cake. Adopt me. It's not too late.
No, she's my mother. You're not getting her.
No.
I just want the cake.
Tracy, lovely to see you. Happy birthday to you, darling.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much as
Thanks.
always.